Hello friends, welcome to our channel Trinetra, and today's video is the second part of Atomic Habits, and to watch the first part, please go and check out in the link given in the description below. In today's video, we will discuss that how habits work, how to create good habits, and why motivation is so much overrated these days. So let's get started with the science of habit building process. The phases of the habit building process are number 1, cue, number 2, craving, number 3, response, and number 4, reward.
Let's go deep in understanding this concept. The cue triggers our brain to initiate a behavior. Cravings are the motivational force behind every habit. Without some level of motivation or desire, without craving a change, we have no reason to act. We are not motivated by the brushing our teeth, but rather by the feeling of a clean mouth. The response is the actual habit we perform, which can take the form of a thought or an action. It depends on how motivated we are and how much friction is associated with the behavior. If a particular action requires more physical or mental effort than we are willing to expend, then we won't do it. Our response also depends on our ability. Rewards are the end goal of every habit. So here, the main thing is that the cue is about noticing the reward. The craving is about wanting the reward. The response is about obtaining the reward. We chase rewards because they serve two purposes. 1, they satisfy us, and 2, they teach us that which actions are worth remembering in the future. Repetition of all these 4 steps form a neurological feedback loop known as the habit loop.
For example, number 1, cue. Your phone buzzes with a new text message. Number 2, craving. You want to learn the context of the message. Number 3, response. You grab your phone and read the text. Number 4, reward. You satisfy your craving to read the text. Grabbing your phone becomes associated with your phone buzzing.
Let's take another example. Here, cue is we wake up. Craving is we want to feel alert. Response, we drink a cup of coffee, and reward, we satisfy our craving to feel alert. Therefore, drinking coffee becomes associated with waking up. Now here the question comes, how to create a good habit? The first law, cue, is make it obvious. The second law, craving, make it attractive. Third law, response, make it easy. And fourth law, reward, make it satisfying. Here, the example is to build a habit of book reading, the cue, the book, has to be made visible. So keep it within the range of your eyesight, like on the sofa, bed, table, so that it becomes noticeable. Next is to make it attractive. So place the bookmarks so that you can start from where you have left. Also, you can keep it within your hand reach so that the response of getting the book becomes effortless and ultimately it is rewarding to ourselves. But it is also important to choose the right book to make the experience satisfactory.
Same way, if you want to break the bad habit, then reverse the first law, cue, that is, make it invisible. Reverse the second law, craving, that is, make it unattractive. Reverse the third law, response, that is, make it difficult. And at last, reverse the fourth law, reward, that is, make it unsatisfying.
For an example, to reduce smartphone addiction, keep the phone away from your eyesight. To reduce the craving, you can convince your thought process that spending so much time on social media and scrolling down the feed for years have not given you any productive results. And to make the response difficult, set a difficult and complicated password to your phone. This will definitely reduce the frequency of you seeing your phone because our brain does not like to do complicated tasks for just a small emotional relief, and hence it tries to avoid it. To make reward unsatisfying, delete the time-wasting apps from your phone. Now, let's see some interesting principles that influence our habits. So, our habits most of the time are influenced from the close, the many, and the powerful. We like to follow the habits that a near and dear one follows, the majority of the people follows, and the powerful or the successful people follows. Many people feel that due to lack of motivation, they are unable to do or even start a work. But in reality, they are not the motivation deprived. They are deprived of the clarity that what, when, and how to start. We have made motivation very overrated these days, but actually, the environment is the key that matters.
For example, in a hostel of Boston, students were drinking excessive amount of cold drinks. So to control this, the Food Management Committee influenced the students to drink water in place of cold drinks. This was done by them only by changing the position of water, by increasing the supply, and keeping water bottles on the canteen display and on the countertops. Hence making water bottles more visible, and by keeping the cold drink bottles out of sight in the corner of the canteen. This change in environment suddenly showed a decrease in the cold drink purchase rate, and water was consumed by majority. This example shows that how environment and the kind of people we choose to stay with silently influences our lives and helps us to build good habits and break the bad ones. If you like this video, then please do like, share and subscribe, and comment down below your review on this book review of Atomic Habits written by James Clear. Stay safe and stay tuned.